Okay. Yeah. This is Faisal Khan for Lights Out in association with Shamrock Boxing, and welcome to our first ever live stream charity event in aid of the Haven House Children's Hospice. First of all, to those who are celebrating, I would like to wish you all a Ramadan Mubarak. Secondly, I feel it's only right to pay my respect to the families who have lost loved ones throughout the coronavirus pandemic. My deepest sympathies go out to the families. May God give you the peace and comfort that you seek. May your pain ease, and may we all stick together throughout this pandemic coronavirus. Thirdly, the main reason why we are here today, Haven House Children's Hospice. Haven House Children's Hospice first came around in the early 1990s. The brainchild of Sue Irwin, who is a registered nurse and health visitor, who with friends, colleagues and families founded the charity to provide care for life-limited children and their families at no cost to them. Haven House offers its support, love and care to local children and families who are seriously ill and have life-timing or life-threatening conditions. In order to continue its support, love and care to local children and families who are all seriously ill and have a lifetime or life-threatening condition, they must raise £4.4 million a year just to continue that love, care and support that they give to Haven House Children's Hospice. £4.4 million a year. 19% of that is funded by the NHS or local authorities. Now this is where we come into play today, people. Today, we will all work together and try our best to make a difference by donating. Whether it's £1, whether it's £5 or whether it's £10, every donation helps. Let's try and raise as much money as possible. The concept of today is quite simple. Donate as much money as we can and have a quiz, have a bit of fun between ourselves. Throughout this coronavirus pandemic situation, I feel it's only right that we all get involved and try and do as much as we can, not just for the NHS, but also for children's hospices. The quiz today is a random quiz. It will be 50 questions, which will consist of 10 rounds, 5 questions each round. The way it works is simple. I ask the question, you answer it, but you keep the answer to yourself. No putting the answer on the live chat. You write the answer down on a piece of paper or in your phone. At the end of the quiz, I reveal all the answers. Whoever gets the most answers right, fair play to you. Whoever doesn't, we go again. And remember, God is watching. So no going on your phone to check the answers. Keep the answers to yourself and keep the community guidelines on YouTube fairly respected, please. Let's have a bit of fun. Let's make it a good time and let's help the countdown to iftar go smoothly. Let's get started with round 1. And before we get started, just want to shout out a few people. Our sponsors, Shamrock Boxing. If it wasn't for them, we might not be here today. A massive shout out to Shamrock Boxing. My little cousin Anika as well, who requested a shout out. A special shout out to her as well. A shout out to my team members in Lights Out, Mohsin Gulshir, Osman Mahmood and Luke Anthony Walsh, who help me out on a weekly basis. Shout out to Asif Khan, my older brother, who also came up with this fantastic idea for the channel. And of course, shout out to all of yous that have joined in today's live charity event. Make sure you donate and make sure you have fun at the same time. Let's move on to round 1. So, listen carefully as we'll begin with round 1. And we'll start with asking the first question. And I'm going to introduce a professional boxer to ask the first question. The professional boxer is Umar Sadiq. So let's begin with Umar's question. Listen carefully.
What is the longest river in the world?
We'll play that again.
What is the longest river in the world?
So there you go, people. That's the first question. What is the longest river in the world? The longest river in the world. That is question 1. And keep in mind, there'll be more people appearing on the screen. Most of our questions will appear at the bottom of the screen as well. So let's move on now to question 2. What is the capital of Uruguay? I repeat, question 2. What is the capital of Uruguay? Uruguay is part of the South American continent. What is the capital of Uruguay? Remember, guys, it's important to donate. It's important to make sure you check out Haven House and Lights Out on all the social media platforms. The link for the funding is at the top of the screen and also in the description of the video below. So make sure you guys are funding as we go on. Let's move on now to question number 3. So question number 3. Which former boxing world champion was known as El Terrible? For all you boxing lovers and for all you current subscribers, surely you know who the current boxer is known as El Terrible. So that's question number 3. Which boxer was known as El Terrible? Question number 3. Which boxing world champion was known as El Terrible? Move on now to question 4. In Oceans 11, 12 and 13, who played the role as Rusty Ryan? So in Oceans 11, 12 and 13, who played the role as Rusty Ryan? And again, guys, please keep the answers to yourself. Don't put the answers in the live chat. Just keep the answers to yourself, please. So question 4, in Oceans 11, 12 and 13, who played the role as Rusty Ryan? Question number 5. In which state was George W. Bush governor before becoming president? So in which state was George W. Bush governor before becoming president? Again, guys, make sure you guys are currently donating as much as possible. And of course, don't forget to follow Haven House and Lights Out on all the social media platforms, Twitter, Facebook and Instagram. The fundraising link is below in the description of the video. So that's the end of round 1. I'll repeat the questions. Question 1 was, which was the longest river in the world? Question 2, what is the capital of Uruguay? Question 3, which former boxing world champion was known as El Terrible? Question 4, in Oceans 11, 12 and 13, who played the role as Rusty Ryan? And question 5, in which state was George W. Bush governor before becoming president? Okay, guys, so now we'll move on to round 2. Question 6. Which English TV presenter and journalist played the host of the BBC game The Weakest Link? It used to come on every day approximately at 4:30 p.m. They used to come home from school and watch it. Which English TV presenter played the host of the BBC game show The Weakest Link? That's question 6. Which English TV presenter and journalist played the host of the BBC game show The Weakest Link? Move on to question 7 now. Remember, guys, we're here for one purpose and one purpose only. Let's make sure we donate. Let's make sure we raise as much money as possible for the Haven House Children's Hospice. Remember, £4.4 million a year they need to come up with. It's our job to try and help them out as much as possible. And of course, if you guys can, please share out this live feed to all your friends, all your family members, to your social medias, Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. And if you guys have just joined us now, log on to our Twitter. The link is in below the video. Log on to our Twitter to get up to date with all the questions. Remember, guys, keep the questions to yourselves. And let's move on now to question number 7. In what year did Mark Zuckerberg invent Facebook? In what year did Mark Zuckerberg invent Facebook? Question number 7. In what year did Mark Zuckerberg invent Facebook? Remember guys, keep the answers to yourself. Write down on a piece of paper. The answers will get revealed at the end of the quiz after all 50 questions. And if you guys haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you're big boxing fans and if you want to watch the latest press conferences, interviews, boxing podcasts, face-off, weigh-ins, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Question number 7. In what year did Mark Zuckerberg invent Facebook? So move on now to question number 8. Which planet is the hottest in the solar system? Which planet is the hottest in the solar system? Due to a technical issue, the question can't appear on the screen, so I'll ask it quite a few times. Question number 8. Which planet is the hottest in the solar system? Remember guys, keep donating, keep spreading the word about what we're doing today. Make sure you get as much people involved as possible. So question number 8, which planet is the hottest in the solar system? Move on now to question number 9. What is the common name for dried plums? So question number 9. What is a common name for dried plums? Question number 9. What is the common name for dried plums? £4.4 million a year, people. That's how much the Haven House Children's Hospice has to raise just to continue doing what they are doing. Today, we can make a massive difference to that cause, and we all need to get together. We all need to donate as much money as possible. It is that important that we do that today. But how we're going to do that is simple. Let's spread the word about what we're doing today. Let's share this link to all your social media pages. Share it on your WhatsApp. Text it out to as many people as you can. And let's try and raise as much money as possible. Question number 9 before we move on to number 10 was, what is a common name for dried plums? Question number 10 now. Which sporting event was held in Manchester in 2002? That's question number 10. In the Etihad Stadium, which sporting event was held in Manchester in 2002? So the last question of round 2 is, which sporting event was held in Manchester in 2002? Remember guys, keep the answers to yourself. The answers will get revealed at the end of the quiz. Which sporting event was held in Manchester in 2002? Now guys, we'll move on to round 3, but before we move on to round 3, I just want to remind you guys that the link is at the top of the video for the fundraising page, but it's also below in the description of our video. So make sure you guys get funding right now, whether it's £1, £5, £10, 15, 20, whatever you feel like giving. Every little helps. Let's do as much as we can to help the Haven House Children's Hospice today. So we move on to round 3 now. Question number 11. What, and I'll repeat that, what does BMW stand for in English? I know quite a few friends that have got a Beamer out there, so you guys should know, what does BMW stand for in English? What does BMW stand for in English? Guys, if you haven't already, please make sure you're following us on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram. If you're a huge boxing fan, that would be really helpful. And of course, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. We could do with as many subscribers as we can get. Make sure you guys are sharing today's live quiz with as many people as possible. Question number 11 before we move on to question number 12 is, What does BMW stand for in English? Question number 12. In the movie Rocky 3, which actor played the role as Clubber Lang? Very famous movie, all the Rockies. I'd have to say that number 4 was my favourite, but everybody's got their own opinion. In the movie Rocky 3, which actor played the role as Clubber Lang? He was a guy that defeated Rocky, become the world champion in that movie, and then Rocky again beat him in a rematch. That, of course, goes out to those that have never seen the Rocky movies. If you haven't, I would highly suggest that you do watch it. Question number 12. In the movie Rocky 3, which actor played the role as Clubber Lang? Right, move on now to question number 13. What year was the very first iPhone released in? I've got an iPhone. Most of my family have got an iPhone. Most of my friends have got an iPhone, so you should know this. What year was the very first iPhone released in? As you're answering these questions, guys, amongst yourselves, please hit that fundraising link and put in some money into the Haven House Children's Hospice. Make sure you're following them on all the social media platforms. Make sure you're following Lights Out on all the social media platforms. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And guys, keep on spreading the message. Let's get as many views as possible so we can raise as much money as possible. Question 13. What year was the very first iPhone released in? What year was the very first iPhone released in? Move on now to question 14. Which long street in the financial district of Lower Manhattan has become a metonym for the financial markets of the United States as a whole? Might be a tough one for some people, but I'll give you a clue. The name of that street is in a very famous movie that was released, I believe, 4 or 5 years ago. Question 14. Which long street in the financial district of Lower Manhattan has become a metonym for the financial markets of the United States as a whole? Question 14. Which long street in the financial district of Lower Manhattan has become a metonym for the financial markets of the United States as a whole? Move on now to question number 15. Final question of round 3. Baku is the capital city of which Eastern European country? So Baku is the capital of which Eastern European country? Baku is also the stadium that, back in Baku last year, they hosted the Europa League final. That's a bit of a clue. Sorry if I've upset any Arsenal fans there, reminding them there what happened that day against Chelsea. But yeah, last question of round 3. Question number 15. Baku is the capital of which Eastern European country? Once again, guys, don't forget to donate. Don't forget to follow Haven House Children's Hospice on all the social media platforms. Make sure you follow us on all the social media platforms. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help us to get to 2,000 subscribers. It's all completely free. And if you guys want us to be doing future quizzes in the future, just let us know on our Instagram page, our Facebook, our Twitter. We could use as much support as possible. But the most important thing that we do today is look at the top. Look at some of the images below us. Let's try and raise as much money as possible for the Haven House Children's Hospice. Right, we'll move on to round number 4 now. But before we move on to round 4, I'll just ask again what question 15 was. Baku is the capital of which Eastern European country? Round number 4. So question number 16. And this is a question dedicated to some of my good friends out there. What were the names of the 8 characters that escaped from Fox River Penitentiary? It's a show that me and my friends have spoken about. We always speak about it. For me, it's one of my favourite shows, one of my favourite TV series that I've ever seen. What were the names of the 8 characters that escaped from Fox River Penitentiary in the TV series Prison Break? That's question number 16. What were the names of the 8 characters that escaped from Fox River Penitentiary in the TV series Prison Break? There was 8 of them. 8 of them escaped. If you've seen Prison Break, surely you know the answer to this question. What were the names of the 8 characters that escaped from Fox River Penitentiary? And we're going to move on now to question number 17. And I'm going to bring in another professional boxer that was kindly enough to help us today. Mohib Fazaldeen, an undefeated professional boxer. So listen out carefully. I've played the video more than once. This is Mohib's question for the quiz.
Hi guys, my name is Mohib Fazaldeen and I'm a professional boxer. Asking you guys a question for the quiz. So my question is, what would you guys do if this quarantine lasts till 2021? What would you guys do?
Okay guys, I'll play that again.
Hi guys, my name is Mohib Fazaldeen and I'm a professional boxer. Asking you guys a question for the quiz. So my question is, what would you guys do if this quarantine lasts till 2021? What would you guys do?
So that was question number 17 by Mohib Fazaldeen. Listen, there's probably no right answer, there's probably no wrong answer, so that's just like a free hit. But massive appreciation to Mohib Fazaldeen for coming on and for taking his time out to send us that question through. I'll play it again if you guys didn't hear it. What would you do if the quarantine lasts until 2021?
Hi guys, my name is Mohib Fazaldeen and I'm a professional boxer. Asking you guys a question for the quiz. So my question is, what would you guys do if this quarantine lasts till 2021? What would you guys do?
Right guys, thank you very much Mohib Fazaldeen for taking your time out. Let's move on now to question number 18. In boxing, how many weight divisions has Manny Pacquiao been world champion in? We're talking about a guy that's had nearly over 65 fights. We're talking about one of the best fighters of all time. This is a boxing channel, so I'm going to run on a bit here. Manny Pacquiao. How many weight divisions has he been world champion in? Remember guys, keep the answers to yourself. All answers will be revealed at the end. Question number 18. In boxing, how many weight divisions has Manny Pacquiao been world champion in? That's question number 18. How many weight divisions has Manny Pacquiao been world champion in? And now we'll move on now to question number 19. Before we move on, just say question number 18 again. In boxing, how many weight divisions has Manny Pacquiao been world champion in? We want to question number 19 now, in round 4. In which country is the world's highest waterfall? Question number 19. In which country is the world's highest waterfall? Question number 19. In which country is the world's highest waterfall? Again, guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you're following us on all the social media platforms. And most importantly, make sure you guys are donating as we speak. Like I said, whether it's £1, whether it's £5, whether it's £10, your donation could make a huge difference. You know, it's really, really important that we do as much as we can to help the Haven House Children's Hospice. Log on to their website to learn more about them. They've been going since the early 1990s. So yeah. Question number 19. In which country is the world's highest waterfall? Okay, so we're going to move on now to question number 20. And again, another person that was kind enough to bring up a question is a good friend of mine, Mr. Innan Hussain. So I'm going to play the video more than once. Make sure you guys listen carefully. And at the end of it, I'll repeat the question again. So this is question number 20.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Idnan Hussain. I'm a pharmaceutical scientist from London. Massive shout out to Lights Out Boxing for organising this charity event. Please donate to Haven House. And my quiz question for you guys today is, what is the chemical name for salt? And I'll repeat that again. What is the chemical name for salt? Please don't forget to donate.
So again, question number 20. What is a chemical name for salt?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Idnan Hussain. I'm a pharmaceutical scientist from London. Massive shout out to Lights Out Boxing for organising this charity event. Please donate to Haven House. And my quiz question for you guys today is, what is the chemical name for salt? And I'll repeat that again. What is the chemical name for salt? Please don't forget to donate.
Thank you very much, Mr. Innan Hussain, a very good friend of mine, a very close friend of mine, a pharmaceutical salesman. I really, really appreciate you taking your time out to send us that question in. So that's question number 20. What is the chemical name for salt? Before we move on to round 5, just want to remind you guys that if you haven't already, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you like, and please make sure you leave a comment as well on the video. All of our social media platforms are in the description of the video as well. So if you guys have any future ideas for what we could do to help raise money, not just for the Haven House Children's Hospice, but also other charity organisations, let us know. And the reason why we're here today, guys, again, like I keep saying, we're here for the Haven House Children's Hospice. Currently have to raise £4.4 million a year just to keep doing what they're doing. 90% of that is funded by the NHS or local authorities. That's obviously where we have come into play today, to try and raise as much money as possible for the Haven House Children's Hospice. And it's quite simple, guys. You've got the link for the fundraising page at the top, and you've also got the link for the fundraising page below in the description of the video. So yeah, massive shout out to our sponsors as well, Shamrock Boxing. A few things that we'll be doing with them after this whole coronavirus pandemic situation ends. Log on to their Instagram and their Facebook, give them guys a follow. And yeah, so we'll obviously move on to round 5. So round 5. Question number 21. What was the name of Buzz Lightyear's arch nemesis? Question number 21. What was the name of Buzz Lightyear's arch nemesis? Again, guys, if you've missed out some questions or you've tuned in late, make sure you jump straight onto our Twitter. All the questions will be there on our Twitter page, which is kindly being tweeted by one of our fellow Lights Out members. Question number 21. What was the name of Buzz Lightyear's arch nemesis? For those of you that have seen all 4 Toy Story movies, I'm pretty sure you'll know the answer to that. Question number 21. What was the name of Buzz Lightyear's arch nemesis? And if you want to see more what we do, make sure you check out our YouTube channel as well. Make sure you spread the word. If you want to take a closer look at what we do and keep up to date with us, but you're not much of a YouTuber, again, check us out on all the social media platforms. But make sure you guys are checking out the Haven House Children's Hospice social media platforms. Give them as much support as you can. Follow them on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. We've got quite a few celebrities following them as well. So if people like Eddie Hearn could take their time out to follow them, we don't have any excuse. I'm following them on all Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, so make sure you guys are doing that as well. Question number 21 was, what was the name of Buzz Lightyear's arch nemesis? Again, guys, please keep the answers to yourselves. They will be revealed at the end of the quiz. Right. We'll move on now to question number 22. How many Grammy Awards has John Legend won? So John Legend, how many Grammy Awards has he won? Remember, guys, I mean, I know it's pretty easy to get the answer to these questions just by looking at your phone and going on Google. But, you know, come on, you know, keep the spice up, keep the excitement up till we get towards the end of the quiz. Let's see how many questions you can actually get right. I mean, I've got my niece and nephew in one of the rooms in my house right now that are taking part in this, and I've told them, listen, if there's any cheating, I'm not going to feed him tonight. No, I'm just joking. But yeah, guys, make sure you keep the answer to yourselves. Please refrain from putting them on the live chat. Question number 22. How many Grammy Awards has John Legend won? Great singer, John Legend, one of my favourites. I believe someone's just given a bit of a clue to who John Legend is in this live chat. Don't mind that, giving a few clues out. But again, don't want to be giving the answers out. Let's not cheat. I mean, come on. Everybody wants to win. Everybody wants to get as many answers right as possible. Keep the excitement going. Let's see how many answers you can actually get right towards the end. I know a lot of people right now are probably cheating, and that's fine. But remember, God is watching. It is a holy month of Ramadan. So let's try and keep it a bit competitive. Right, we'll move on now to question number 23. But question number 22, before we move on, was how many Grammy Awards has John Legend won? Question number 23. In 1974, which two heavyweight boxers took part in the historic boxing event known as the Rumble in the Jungle? Took place in Zaire in Africa. 1974. Promoted by Don King. Two of the best heavyweights of all time. In 1974, which two heavyweight boxers took part in the historic boxing event known as the Rumble in the Jungle? Exactly, guys. Let's keep the chat clean as well. Remember, respect YouTube community guidelines, please. Question number 23. 1974, which two heavyweight boxers took part in the historic boxing event? Question number 23. In 1974, which two heavyweight boxers took part in the historic boxing event known as the Rumble in the Jungle? I watched that fight a couple of weeks ago myself, and I've got to say, the event itself was historic. One of the best boxing events there is. The Rumble in the Jungle, still one of the most talked about fights till today. That was, you know, we're talking what, nearly good 46 years ago, Rumble in the Jungle, was it? So last time before we move on to question number 24. In 1974, which two heavyweight boxers took part in the historic boxing event known as the Rumble in the Jungle? Right. We'll move on now to question number 24. But 23 again. In 1974, which two heavyweight boxers took part in the historic boxing event known as Rumble in the Jungle? Move on now to question number 24. And I'm going to bring in Luton's very own K. Prosper. K. Prosper is a professional boxer and is also the first ever English champion representing the town of Luton itself. So a massive shout out to K. Prosper for coming in and for giving his time out and sending a question through. Listen up, guys, I'm going to play the video more than once.
Hi guys, K. Prosper here. My question is, which gas makes up 90% of all natural gases?
So question number 24.
Hi guys, K. Prosper here. My question is, which gas makes up 90% of all natural gases?
There's question number 24. Thank you very much, K. Prosper. Guys, give him a follow. Current English champion in the super lightweight division. He's having a great career so far. He's on course for challenging for the British title. And being a fellow Lutonian, he could do with as much support as possible. So that was question number 24. Which gas makes up 90% of all natural gases? The question again.
Hi guys, K. Prosper here. My question is, which gas makes up 90% of all natural gases?
Okay, now we'll move on to question number 25. Which river flows through Paris? So which river flows through Paris? So which river flows through Paris? That's question number 25. Again, guys, let's keep the answers between ourselves. The answers will get revealed towards the end, at the end of the quiz, I can assure you. But most importantly, let's make sure we're donating. Let's make sure we're spreading the word. Let's make sure we're letting everybody know about what we're doing today. Trust me, I need your help as much as possible. Spread the word. Send this live link to all your people on WhatsApp, on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, House Party, whatever app you're currently using right now, and make sure you spread the word. The more people viewing this, the more chances we've got of raising more money for the Haven House Children's Hospice. Question number 25, halfway through as well. Which river flows through Paris? Which river flows through Paris? And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Make sure you follow the Haven House Children's Hospice social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. But most importantly, make sure you guys are currently donating, whether it's £1, £5, 10, 15 or 20. It doesn't matter. Every little helps. Let's try and do as much as we can today. Today, everything goes in aid of the Haven House Children's Hospice. Question 25. Which river flows through Paris? So that concludes the first half of the quiz. Questions 1 to 25. I'll go over them as quick as possible again. And if you haven't already, make sure you go on our Twitter page just to keep up to date with all the questions if you tuned in late. Question 1. Longest river in the world. Question 2. What is the capital of Uruguay? Question 3. Which former boxing world champion was known as El Terrible? Number 4. Oceans 11, 12 and 13. Who played the role as Rusty Ryan? Question 5. In which state was George W. Bush governor before becoming president? Question 6. Which English TV presenter and journalist played the host of the BBC game show The Weakest Link? 7. In what year did Mark Zuckerberg invent Facebook? 8. Which planet is the hottest in the solar system? 9. What is a common name for dried plums? 10. Which sporting event was held in Manchester in 2002? Question 11. What does BMW stand for in English? Question 12. In the movie Rocky III, which actor played the role as Clubber Lang? Question 13. What year was the very first iPhone released? Question 14. Which long street in the financial district of Lower Manhattan has become the metonym for the financial markets of the United States as a whole? Question 15. Baku is the capital of which Eastern European country? 16. What were the names of the 8 characters that escaped from Fox River Penitentiary in the TV series Prison Break? 17. What would you do if the quarantine lasted 2021? 18. In boxing, how many weight divisions has Manny Pacquiao been world champion in? Question 19. In which country is the world's highest waterfall? 20. What's the chemical name for salt? What was the name of Buzz Lightyear's arch nemesis for question 21? Question number 22. How many Grammy Awards has John Legend won? Question number 23. Which two boxers took part in the historic boxing event known as Rumble in the Jungle in 1974? Question 24. Which gas makes up 90% of all natural gases? And question number 25. Which river flows through Paris? So now we'll move on to round number 6. And we'll start with question number 26. Which is the largest desert in Africa? So question 26, which is the largest desert in Africa? Remember guys, make sure you're spreading the word. Send this link to everybody that you know on your WhatsApp, your Facebook, your Instagram, your Twitter. Question number 26, which is the largest desert in Africa? And we'll move on now to question number 27. In the movie Blood Diamond, which actor played the role of Danny Archer? One of my favourite movies, Blood Diamond. Very, very good movie. I remember going to watch it when I was 18 years old. I watched it in the cinema with a couple of friends. Very good movie. Got it on DVD. Watch it all day long. Question number 27. In the movie Blood Diamond, which actor played the role of Danny Archer? So question number 27. In the movie Blood Diamond, which actor played the role of Danny Archer? So I just see the live chat here. Question number 26 was which is the largest desert in Africa. But question number 27, which is the one that we're currently on. In the movie Blood Diamond, which actor played the role of Danny Archer? 27. Which actor played the role of Danny Archer? Move on now to question number 28. Which heavyweight boxer is known as the Destroyer? So which boxer, heavyweight boxer, is known as the Destroyer? I'll give you guys a clue, because this is a boxing channel, it's only fair. He is the first ever Mexican to become the heavyweight champion of the world. So question number 28. Which heavyweight boxer is known as the Destroyer? Remember guys, keep the answer to yourself, not on the live chat. Make it interesting for those that are viewing it from start to finish. No, it's not Uzi Ahmed. He's not a heavyweight. And of course, guys, if you haven't already, make sure you guys have sent through a donation to the Haven House Children's Hospice. Like I said, £4.4 million a year they need to reach just to keep on caring, just to keep on doing what they're doing. At the end of the day, guys, it's really important that we try and help them out as much as possible, especially with the coronavirus pandemic. You know, obviously times are really hard for everybody financially, and of course, you know, we can do as much as we can to support this cause today, and you know, keep up to date with them on social media as well. The bigger the following, the more the word gets spread out, and you know, the more the word gets spread out, and the more help they can get. You know, even if you can after today, just share the fundraising link, put it on your Facebook, your Twitters, your WhatsApp, your Instagrams, and keep on funding. And remember, guys, every time you fund, please make sure you comment hashtag lights out. That's very important. If you haven't already, fair enough. My apologies, I should have told you at the beginning, but if you can, please comment hashtag lights out with your donation. So the Haven House Children's Hospice can know that the money's come from this live stream directly. And of course, massive shout out to Haven Hospice for letting us fund for them. Massive shout out to our sponsors, Shamrock Boxing, who we're going to be doing a bit more work with in terms of fundraising over the next couple of weeks or so. Massive shout out to everyone that subscribed to the channel. Massive shout out to everybody out there that has followed us on all the social media platforms. A massive shout out to Asif Khan, my brother, for coming up with this idea. A massive shout out to the team members of Lights Out, you know, the guys that work all the time with us, work very closely with us, that help us out with podcasts, you know, that take the time out to give me a hand. A massive shout out to all you guys that are donating out there. That's what really counts today, how much we can raise for donations towards the Haven House Children's Hospice. And please, guys, look at the images below you. That's a little bit about the Haven House Children's Hospice. It's the holy month of Ramadan. We're all currently under lockdown. Take your time out, view their website, view their YouTube channel as well. Learn a thing or two about the Haven House Children's Hospice. Let's try and raise as much money as possible as we can today, tomorrow, and over the next coming weeks as well. And if you guys want to know more about the Haven House Children's Hospice, feel free to contact me. If you go on any of our social media platforms, my links are in the social media platforms. And if you've got any ideas for what we could do for the channel in terms of fundraising, feel free to message me. You know, most of you guys that have viewed today know me. Send through ideas through WhatsApp. Let me know. I'm more than happy to help. You know, we've got so much time on our hands now. This is when we really should be doing as much as we can. And remember, it is the holy month of Ramadan as well. Yeah, so we'll move on now to question number 29. Number 29. Which part of the human body is known as the mandible? So which part of the human body is known as the mandible? Question number 29. Which part of the human body is known as the mandible? So which part of the human body is known as the mandible? Question number 30 coming up. What were the nicknames of all 5 members of the Spice Girls? For anyone out there who loves their music and wants to go way back into the mid-90s, you've got to know this question. You've got to know the answer to this question. Question number 30. What were the names of all 5 members of the Spice Girls? Again, guys, please keep the answers to yourselves. They will get revealed at the end of the quiz. Question number 30. What were the nicknames for all 5 members of the Spice Girls? Right, that concludes round 6. Just go over the questions again. Question number 26 was, which is the largest desert in Africa? 27, in the movie Blood Diamond, which actor played the role of Danny Archer? 28, which heavyweight boxer is known as the Destroyer? 29, which part of the human body is known as the mandible? And question number 30, what were the nicknames of all 5 members of the Spice Girls? So, yeah, round number 7, almost there. And now I'm going to bring in another professional boxer, Raza Hamza, all the way from Birmingham, 14-0. Massive shout out to you, Raza, for taking your time out to send us a question through. I'll play the question more than a few times. Listen out, guys. Here's Raza Hamza's question. Question number 31.
Professional boxer, Raza Hamza. My question to you is, which boxer once won a round without throwing a punch?
So, yep, that's question number 31. Put it up again.
Professional boxer, Raza Hamza. My question to you is, which boxer once won a round without throwing a punch? Professional boxer, Raza Hamza. My question to you is, which boxer once won a round without throwing a punch?
That was Raza Hamza's question. Massive shout out to Raza for coming on. Make sure you check out our live feed with him, which will be uploaded tomorrow on our YouTube channel. Which boxer once won a round without throwing a punch? So now we'll move on to question number 32. Which Indian actor played the role as Rahul in the movie Kuch Kuch Hota Hai? If any of my fellow Asian friends out there get this question wrong, then there really, really is, no hope. So, which Indian actor in the movie Kuch Kuch Hota Hai played the role as Rahul? The question number 32 was which Indian actor played the role as Rahul in the movie Kuch Kuch Hota Hai? I watched that the other night myself. Not really an Indian movie fan, but that's how bored I've been lately. Okay, so move on now to question number 33. Edward Elgar and Adam Smith have appeared on which banknote? So Edward Elgar and Adam Smith have appeared on which banknote? And again, guys, we all know why we're here. Make sure you guys are sending in your donations as we speak. Make sure you're spreading the word about what we're doing. And again, follow us on all the social media platforms. We really, really appreciate that. But yeah, Edward Elgar and Adam Smith have appeared on which banknote? That's question 33. Now for question 34 and question 35, we're going to bring in another professional boxer. This is a boxing channel, people please remember that. A guy called Danny Quartermain, all the way from Leamington Spa, 1-0, just had his first professional fight a few months ago. Very nice guy, Danny is. I've gotten to know him over the last few weeks, and a massive shout out to him for taking his time out to send us through a question. So guys, listen out carefully. He's going to ask you 2 questions. We'll bring up question 34 right now.
How are we doing there? Hope everyone is well in this hard time. It's Danny Quartermain here. I've just got a couple of questions for the quiz. So the first one is, in the exchange between Mike Tyson and Frank Bruno in 1989, what was the outcome of the fight and what round did it happen in?
We'll repeat that again, question number 34.
How are we doing there? Hope everyone is well in this hard time. It's Danny Quartermain here. I've just got a couple of questions for the quiz. So the first one is, in the exchange between Mike Tyson and Frank Bruno in 1989, what was the outcome of the fight and what round did it happen in?
Question number 34 was, in the exchange between Frank Bruno and Mike Tyson in 1989, what was the outcome of the fight and what round did it happen in? All the way back in 1989. Frank Bruno and Mike Tyson, in exchange between them two in 1989, what was the outcome of the fight and what round did it happen in? Move on now to question number 35, again from Danny Quartermain.
And my second question is also, what is the highest mountain in the UK? And my second question is also, what is the highest mountain in the UK? And my second question is also, what is the highest mountain in the UK?
And that concludes the end of round number 7. Last question was, what is the highest mountain in the UK? Massive shout out to Danny Quartermain. Make sure you get on social media and give him a follow. Really nice guy, an up and coming professional boxer. Currently 1-0. The weight he fights in is super featherweight, one of the most exciting divisions in British boxing right now. And I'll think too about the super heavyweights because most of my interviews are with quite a few super featherweights, and of course one of my favourite fighters in Archie Sharp. But yeah, make sure you give Danny Quartermain a follow on Instagram if you can, please, guys. And we're going to move on now to round number 8, the last 3 rounds of the quiz. Round number 8, question number 36. Double points for every answer. Name the 5 largest cities in the world. In no particular order as well. Name the 5 largest cities in the world. So name the 5 largest cities in the world. 5 largest cities in the world. Question number 36. Name the 5 largest cities in the world. Question number 37. During his senior career, how many football clubs did Craig Bellamy play for? Craig Bellamy, the Welsh footballer. A guy that's really been around the block. Question number 37. During his senior career, how many football clubs did Craig Bellamy play for? Welsh international, played on the wing, played up front. Very good player. Had a good career. Question number 37. During his senior career, how many football clubs did Craig Bellamy play for? And let's remember, guys, if we haven't already, make sure we hit that subscribe button. Make sure we like, make sure we comment, make sure we share out all the content. But most important of all, you know why we are here today. Let's make sure we're raising as much money as possible for the Haven House Children's Hospice. Like I said, £4.4 million a year they need to raise to keep on loving and caring and doing what they're doing. 90% of that is funded by the NHS. You guys can make a massive difference. You guys can give them the help that they need just by funding. The link is at the top of the page, but it's also below in the video, in the description of the video. Again, guys, it's a no-brainer. Make sure you guys are funding. Make sure you're sharing out this live feed. And if you guys have tuned in late, log on to our Twitter and, of course, check out the questions. One of our Team Lights Out members has uploaded every question round by round. So, yeah, we're almost there, people. I know it's taking a bit of time, but, it's helping us get through the countdown to Ifnadi quite smoothly. So, yeah, that's question number 37. During his senior career, how many football clubs did Craig Bellamy play for? Question number 38. Which 3 actors starred in the 2019 movie The Irishman? 3 legendary Hall of Fame actors. 3 Italian actors. You guys should know who this is. If you love your movies and you guys love watching great movies from the 70s and the 80s and the mid-90s, and you know who the big boys were then in acting, this, quite frankly, should be easy to you. Question number 38. Which 3 actors starred in the 2019 movie The Irishman? Again, guys, keep the answers to yourself, please. I think next time I'm just going to have to turn off the live chat. I do apologise if anyone out there is commenting the answers on the live chat. Really, really do apologise. You guys can switch off the live chat if you want or just choose not to look at it. But yeah, question number 38. Which 3 actors starred in the 2019 movie The Irishman? And we move on now to question number 39. What is Michael Jackson's best-selling album? That's question number 39. What is Michael Jackson's best-selling album? Good old friend of mine will definitely know the question to that. So yeah, what is Michael Jackson's best-selling album? Question number 39. What is Michael Jackson's best-selling album? And we move on now to question number 40. What is the age of criminal responsibility in England and Wales? Question number 40. What is the age of criminal responsibility in England and Wales? That's question number 40. What is the age of criminal responsibility in England and Wales? And that concludes round number 8. We're down to the last 2 rounds, round number 9 and round number 10. So let's start now with question number 41. Name the 3 countries in the world that begin with the letter F. So name the 3 countries in the world that begin with the letter F. Name the 3 countries in the world that begin with the letter F. Question number 42. Which musician was awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature in 2016? So, which musician was awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature in 2016? So, which musician was awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature in 2016? Question number 43. In which round, during their first fight out of the three, did Mickey Ward knock down Arturo Gatti? Arguably one of the best boxing trilogies of all time, my favourite fight of all time, Ward Gatti #1. In which round did Irish Mickey Ward knock down Arturo Gatti in? If you guys know your boxing, surely you know the answer to that question, because I think many people, including the boxing punditry, the boxing world, have voted that as probably was the best rounds of all time. Round number 9. Question number 44. So before we move on to number 44, remember, in which round did Mickey Ward knock down Arturo Gatti? Question number 44. Which singer starred in the movie The Bodyguard, featuring Kevin Costner? Which singer starred in the movie The Bodyguard? Another great movie. So, which singer starred in the movie The Bodyguard? And the last question of question number 9. Which Liverpool defender won the PFA Player of the Year award in 2018 and 2019? Which Liverpool defender won the PFA Player of the Year award in 2018 2019? Had a phenomenal season. Best defender in the world right now. Probably one of the best players in the world right now. Of course, we'll leave that up for discussion for another day. And guys, remember, we're moving on now to literally the last round. The live stream ends in the next 25 minutes. It is iftari time soon. Please, if you haven't already, make sure you send a donation to the Haven House Children's Hospice. Make sure you're spreading the word. Make sure you're following them on all their social media platforms. But more importantly, make sure you're sending your donations through. We'll move on now to the last round. Round number 10. Question number 46. Which city has the busiest airport in the world? So question number 46. Which city has the busiest airport in the world? Which city has the busiest airport in the world? Question 47. How many heads of presidents are carved into Mount Rushmore? How many heads of presidents are carved into Mount Rushmore? Question 48. What is the national animal of Canada? What is the national animal of Canada? That's question number 48. Question number 48. What is the national animal of Canada? Question number 49. Last two. How many Olympic gold medals has Michael Phelps won? How many Olympic gold medals has Michael Phelps won? And the 50th and final question of the quiz. Pretty simple question. Who is the founder of Lights Out? Who is the founder of Lights Out? That is question number 50. Got there in the end, people. Question 50. Who is the founder of Lights Out? Well, thank you very much, guys, for your patience and for allowing me to get through all 50 of those questions. I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope throughout that you guys donated, you guys followed Haven House Children's Hospice throughout their social media platforms. I hope you guys give us a subscribe if you haven't already. And I hope you guys are following us on all the social media platforms. And I really appreciate everyone's time for tuning in and for your patience throughout the quiz. But now it's the moment of truth. Let's reveal all the answers 1 to 50. And remember, for those of you who have cheated, you might as well just throw your pens and paper in the bin right now, not bother listening to the answers. But yeah, let's get going with the answers. So question 1, longest river in the world is the River Nile. So question number 1, the answer is, what is the longest river in the world? River Nile. Question number 2, what is the capital of Uruguay? Montevideo. The capital of Uruguay is Montevideo. Question number 3, which former boxing world champion was known as El Terrible? It was Eric Morales. So which former boxing world champion was known as El Terrible? Eric Morales. Question number 4. In Oceans 11 and 12 and 13, who played the role as Rusty Ryan? It was Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt. Question number 5. In which state was George W. Bush governor before becoming president? The answer was Texas. Question number 5. In which state was George W. Bush governor before becoming president? The answer was Texas. Question number 6. Which English TV presenter and journalist played the host of the BBC game show The Weakest Link? Anne Robinson. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. Which is what she mainly used to say. But yeah, Anne Robinson. Question number 6. In which English TV presenter and journalist played the host of the BBC game show The Weakest Link? Question number 7. In what year did Mark Zuckerberg invent Facebook? 2004. So question 7. In what year did Mark Zuckerberg invent Facebook? It was 2004. Question number 8. What planet is the hottest in the solar system? Venus. So question number 8. What planet is the hottest in the solar system? It's Venus. Question number 9. What is a common name for dried plums? Prunes. So question number 9, the answer is prunes. What is a common name for dried plums? Question number 10. What sporting event was held in Manchester? Do apologise, we've had a bit of a technical issue. It was the Commonwealth Games. So question number 10, the answer to which sporting event was held in Manchester in 2002 was the Commonwealth Games. Question number 11, what does BMW stand for in English? Bavarian Motor Works. The answer to question number 11 was Bavarian Motor Works. What does BMW stand for in English? Bavarian Motor Works. Question number 12. In the movie Rocky 3, which actor played the role as Clubber Lang? It was Mr. T. I paid the fool! So yeah, question number 12. In the movie Rocky 3, which actor played the role as Clubber Lang? Question number 13. was what year was the very first iPhone released in? 2008. Sorry, 2007. Question number 13 was what year was the very first iPhone released in? 2007. Answer to question number 14. Which long street in the financial district of Lower Manhattan has become a metonym for the financial markets of the United States as a whole? Wall Street. Shout out to my boys out there. So question number 14. Which long street in the financial district of Lower Manhattan has become a metonym for the financial markets of the United States as a whole? The answer to question number 14 was Wall Street. Question number 15. Baku is the capital of which Eastern European country? Azerbaijan. The answer to number 15 was Azerbaijan. It is the capital of which Eastern European country? Baku is Azerbaijan. Question number 16. What were the names of the 8 characters that escaped from Fox River Penitentiary in the TV series Prison Break? Michael Schofield, Lincoln Burrows, John Abruzzi, Sucre, Teabag, Haywire, Tweena, and C-Note. My friends out there, if you couldn't get all 8 right, then I don't think you've ever seen Prison Break, my favourite TV series of all time. So yeah. Question number 16 was what were the names of the 8 characters that escaped from Fox River Penitentiary in the TV series Prison Break? Michael Schofield, Lincoln Burrows, John Abruzzi, Sucre, Teabag, Haywire, Tweena, and C-Note. The answer to question number 17. What would you do if quarantine lasts in 2021? Anything. It's an open question, so it's an open answer. Question number 18. In boxing, how many weight divisions has Manny Pacquiao been world champion in? And the answer to that is 8. If you didn't know that, you really don't know your boxing. Signed all the way from bantamweight and worked his way up to welterweight. Goes to show you how much of a legend Manny Pacquiao is in the sports of boxing. And I pray one day I can get an interview with him as well. Question 18, the answer is 8 weight divisions. Question number 19. In which country is the world's highest waterfall? Venezuela. In which country is the world's highest waterfall? Venezuela. Question number 20. What is the chemical name for salt? Sodium chloride. Shout out to Inna Hussain for bringing that question in. Question number 20. What is the chemical name for salt? Sodium chloride. Answer to question number 21. What was the name of Buzz Lightyear's arch nemesis? Zorg. So who was the arch nemesis to Buzz Lightyear? It was Zorg. Answer to number 22. How many Grammy Awards has John Legend won? 10. John Legend has won 10 Grammy Awards. Question number 23. In 1974, which 2 heavyweight boxers took part in the historic boxing event known as the Rumble in the Jungle? Muhammad Ali and George Foreman. So Muhammad Ali and George Foreman were the 2 boxers that took part in the historic boxing event in 1974 known as the Rumble in the Jungle. Question number 24. Which gas makes up 90% of all natural gases? Methane gas. Methane gas. The answer to number 25. Which river flows through Paris? The Seine River. The Seine River. Answer to number 26. Which is the largest desert in Africa? The Sahara Desert. Question number 26. The answer is the Sahara Desert. Answer to number 27. In the movie Blood Diamond, which actor played the role of Danny Archer? Leonardo DiCaprio. So Leonardo played the role as Danny Archer in the movie Blood Diamond. Question number 28. Which heavyweight boxer is known as the Destroyer? Gave you guys a clue. Andy Ruiz Jr. Andy Ruiz Jr. played the role, is known as the Destroyer. Answer to question number 29. Which part of a human body is known as the mandible? It is the lower jaw. Question number 30. What were the nicknames of all 5 members of the Spice Girls? Sporty Spice, Baby Spice, Posh Spice, Scary Spice, and Ginger Spice. Hubs. So yes, Sporty Spice, Baby Spice, Posh Spice, Scary Spice, and Ginger Spice. Now the answer to question number 31. Which boxer once won a round without throwing a punch? Willie Pep. Willie Pep is the only boxer to win a round without throwing a punch. Answer to question number 32. Which Indian actor played the role as Rahul in the movie Kuch Kuch Hota Hai? Shah Rukh Khan. I would be surprised if any Bollywood found out they got that question wrong. Answer to question number 33. Edward Elgar and Adam Smith have appeared on which banknote? The £20 banknotes. And remember, if you've got a few of those £20 banknotes, or if you've got £20 in your account, make sure you donate it straight to the Haven House Children's Hospice. Question number 34. In the exchange between Frank Bruno and Mike Tyson in 1989, what was the outcome of the fight and what round did it happen in? Tyson won via TKO in round 5. So Mike Tyson won that fight via TKO in round 5. Question number 35. Which is the highest mountain in the UK? Ben Nevis. That is the highest mountain in the UK. Ben Nevis. Question number 36. Name the 5 largest cities in the world. Mexico City, Sao Paulo, Shanghai, Delhi and Tokyo are the 5 largest cities in the world. Double points for that, remember. So yeah. Answer to number 35. 5 largest cities in the world. Mexico City, Sao Paulo, Shanghai, Delhi and Tokyo. Question number 37. During his career, how many football clubs did Craig Bellamy play for? The answer is 9. Played for 9 different professional football clubs during his senior career. Answer to number 38. Which 3 actors starred in the 2019 movie The Irishman? Joe Pesci, Al Pacino, and Robert De Niro. Question number 38 was which 3 actors starred in the 2019 movie The Irishman? It was Joe Pesci, Robert De Niro, and Al Pacino. And question number 39, which is Michael Jackson's best-selling album? Thriller! So that is Michael Jackson's best-selling album, Thriller. And question number 40. What is the age of criminal responsibility in England and Wales? 10 years old. So that is the answer to what is the age of criminal responsibility in England and Wales. Question number 41. Name the 3 countries in the world that begin with the letter F. France, Finland, and Fiji is the answer to question number 41. Name the 3 countries in the world that begin with the letter F. France, Finland, and Fiji. Question number 42. Which musician was awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature in 2016? Bob Dylan. Bob Dylan. Question number 43. In which round did Mickey Ward knock down Arturo Gatti during their first fight? Round 9. Any boxing fan that has got that question wrong You should be ashamed of yourself. And remember, guys, as I'm going on revealing the questions, it doesn't mean just because the stream finishes at 7:30 that we should stop donating. We carry on donating. We keep on pumping as much money as possible into the Haven House Children's Hospice. The link for the funding page is below in the video of the description. And of course, it's at the top of the video as well. Question number 43 was round 9. Question number 44. Which singer starred in the movie The Bodyguard? Whitney Houston. So question number 44. Which singer starred in the movie The Bodyguard? Whitney Houston. Question number 45. Which Liverpool defender won the PFA Player of the Year Award 2018-2019? The man known as VVD, Virgil van Dijk, the best defender in the world. So which Liverpool defender won the PFA Player of the Year Award 2018-2019? Let's keep donating, guys. Let's keep on spreading the word. Question number 46. Which city has the busiest airport in the world? Atlanta has the busiest airport in the world. Atlanta. I was quite shocked myself when I read that. Question number 47. How many heads of presidents are carved into Mount Rushmore? The answer is 4. Double points if you knew the answer, whose heads they were. It was George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Abraham Lincoln, and Theodore Roosevelt. How many heads of presidents are carved into Mount Rushmore? Question number 48. What is the national animal of Canada? It is a beaver. That's question number 8. The national animal of Canada is a beaver. Question number 49. How many Olympic gold medals has Michael Phelps won? 23. 23 Olympic gold medals. Astonishing. How many Olympic gold medals has Michael Phelps won? 23. And last but not least, question number 50. Who is the founder of Lights Out? Yours truly, me, Faisal Khan. I am the founder of Lights Out. And that brings to an end for our quiz. Now, I just want to end the quiz and obviously end this live stream by saying a massive thank you to everyone out there that took part today, that followed us on all the social medias, that shared out all of our stuff, that helped us spread the word. But most importantly, I want to thank everyone out there for donating and for doing their bit today. It's highly appreciated by myself, but it's also highly appreciated for those at the Haven House Children's Hospice. Like I mentioned at the start of this, we're all going through a tough time with this coronavirus pandemic lockdown situation. Funding for most companies has stopped. Donation funding has probably stopped for a lot of companies out there. But together, all it takes is a couple of hours to organise something like an event today. Now, they need to raise £4.4 million a year just to keep on doing what they're doing. Excellent if we could have raised that amount of money. I don't think we would have today, but every day it helps. And of course, what we're doing is going towards a massive cause. Not only is it going to a massive cause towards the Haven House Children's Hospice, but also it is the holy month of Ramadan, and it is the time for giving, and it is the time for donating to charities. And of course, the donation does not need to stop once this live feed stops. Remember, guys, the links are in our social media platforms. The links are in the bottom of the video below. Keep on donating. Keep on spreading the word. Send in as much money as you can, whether it's a £5 or whether it's £10. Every day it helps. And of course, they can do with it just as much as we need it. So yeah, like I said, guys, £4.4 million a year Haven House Children's Hospice needs to reach. Keep on donating, even if it's a couple of quid a week. Don't stop here. Spread the word. And if you guys want me to do more quizzes, more fundraising events, let me know. I'm on Twitter, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, and I'm more than happy to help, and I'm more than happy to take my time out to help as much companies, as much charity organisations, as much fundraising organisations as possible. I want to help. I've got a lot of free time on my hands. I want to make the most of this time. Before I bring this to an end, I just want to wish everybody a Ramadan Mubarak, and once again I want to pay my utmost respect to those who have lost loved ones throughout this coronavirus pandemic situation. I hope your pain can ease throughout this time. Keep safe, keep your family safe, look after yourselves. Ramadan Mubarak to all of you guys out there. And thank you for watching the first ever Lights Out quiz. I'm Faisal Khan, and again, keep donating, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon, and this will be the first of many live quizzes that we'll do on here. Thank you for watching, and Ramadan Mubarak to you all.